Okay, Frank. Well, your box arrived today, so I'm going to get you opened up here. Sorry, I wasn't sure whose this was originally because there wasn't a name on the return address. So I just already kind of got into this and then realized that I hadn't bought anything recently. So this was not my note. Give me 1 second. But know now that this is yours. Package here. Have a look at your Pogue. All right. So, what do we have here? Looks like a really nice true Pogue. Okay. Yeah, very cool. Okay, so this is a 1972 resist text 6139. This is a 6005. All right, very good. Okay. So what I'd like to do is just sort of point out some things that I see, just in terms of condition, and that way we're both starting on the same page. Definitely gonna have a new spring bar in there. All right, so let's get rolling. Let's get to looking what we got. Okay. So, all right, definitely your crystal is, a bit scratched and shown age. Got some dings on your case here and there. Got a couple what looks like heavy scratching here on the top of your tachymeter bezel. But the watch itself looks really good and original. It's really nice. I think once we get this open and have a look at this dial, we're going to be really impressed, because I can see from here that the dial and the hands and the loom and everything just looks really quite sweet. Your minute sweep is inside, so that's okay. But yeah, this is a nice example. Got your original what is a straight H-link bracelet from Seiko. That's nice to see. All right, so what I'd like to do is I'd like to go ahead and just go through here. You've got, pushers that are seized. Everything seems to work in terms of turnover. Let's see. Let's just see how this goes around. Okay, so it's a little offset. It's interesting. We're going to have to take a closer look here at your day wheel just to be sure that it's behaving the way it should. So we'll take a look at that. Yeah, it's a little stiff. Okay, so let me go ahead and see if I can get the case back off, and we'll go ahead and have a look at the function on the time grapher and see if we can get some power into the movement. Let's see where we're starting from. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. So here we are. Go ahead and get your case back off all the way. Okay, so let's take a look at any kind of markings here. So it looks like 1978, maybe. Some other markings, I'm not sure what those tell me. Looks like a 77. So this apparently got some attention back in the 70s and maybe the 80s. Not really sure. Okay, well, that's all right. That means somebody was definitely caring for their watch. It is running. That's a good sign. That's nice to see. Balance and hairspring look pretty good. Got a little bit of wear on this upper bridge, and that's due to this being a bit loose. So this is a 6139B movement, which is a 17 joule version, second generation of this style of movement. The A's were not around for too long. They went on to the B. I'm going to put some power in here. Just add some direct power into your mainspring. Okay, good. Look under your cap jewel here. Yeah, not much. Okay, so we're going to look and see how you're doing. Now that we've powered up the watch, put this back on. Take this case gasket off here. It's done its job, so it's time to go. Make my life a little easier with getting the case back on. Good. Okay, let's have a look at the signal. So this is where we're starting from. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so Frank, this is where we're starting. You can see here, amplitude's pretty low, so you should be around 220 to 240, and this is 160. That's what we're going to improve through service. These two numbers are adjustments. You're pretty far out of beat. That's about halfway out of what the machine can actually measure, so it's pretty far. These lines are actually these two lines we're comparing now instead of these two lines. You're losing some time. These are just adjustments, but this is the number we're really interested in. What I'm also interested in seeing is how clean this signal is. A lot of times a bad pallet fork or a bad hairspring or a bad balance can lead to sort of really sporadic, and maybe it's not even that you see it. I just repaired a watch that had a bad pallet fork, and it was just that it depressed the amplitude considerably. And so that's something that oftentimes can be hidden even in a clean signal. So of course we have to do the engineering approach of let's figure out what might be going wrong. Anyway, all that said, it's a pretty clean signal. You're losing some time. The amplitude's not great, but of course this is a watch here to be serviced. So we're going to get these numbers better. All right, so we'll come back. Hold on one second. Okay, Frank. Well, I think we're cosmetically starting in a really nice place. We're going to go ahead and take a close look at your minute recording hand. Make sure that fits back on and is in good shape to stay on there for good. Your watch is starting in a really nice place. That loom is just perfect. There's no crud or grime or anything that we have to think about. You've got this little tiny speck here on your dial. I'm not sure if that's the natural process of these gold dials sort of becoming a bit oxidized. You can see it around the minute recording registry here. That may have migrated up to here. That may just be a piece of dust. I'm not really sure. So we'll have to take a close look once we get it apart. Otherwise, the watch is pretty darn clean. I mean, we're going to get this nicely cleaned up. We're going to get your pusher, of course, pushed back out. That's fine. We'll get new seals on everything, get you jeweled, get you ready to go, and we'll get it going. All right, so thanks again, and I'll be in touch. Thanks for watching.